live with Rosemary, and I've been praying for a while about the need to talk to her about the two of us living here. Right now Rosemary is reading, and I think it's a good time for a chat. Rosemary, I feel like I'd like to talk to you about our living situation. Is this a good time?
Yeah, fine.
Well, I just lately have found myself feeling like I want to talk to you more about us living in this big house, and wondering if we could prayerfully talk about it and think about it and discuss it openly.
That sounds serious, Annie. Can we just take some time to maybe center ourselves and be with it?
Yeah, that's a great idea, because it's been a crazy week.
What's on your mind, Annie?
Well, I've been thinking a lot lately. We've had a wonderful living situation together, but in this big old house, an awful lot of energy and resources go into keeping it up and to heating it. And I'm feeling uncomfortable that so many resources are expended for just the two of us. And perhaps we might think about inviting one or two more others to live with us right now.
Yeah, in the past, Annie, we've tried that. And we've had no results. Doesn't mean that we can't try again.
Well, I'm glad you're at least open to trying it again.
I feel people know that there's available space here.
Right, that's true, but they may not know that right now we are open to having someone come live with us.
The dog is very important to me. It's gotten me out walking, and someone else may have a problem with the dog. And also, I have established my routine. I shouldn't have to, at this point in my life, to readjust to meet others' needs. When we bring other people in, there's always changes.
Right, I understand that change is very stressful, but I feel that new people will come with new ideas and new energy, and I have to say right now I'm looking for kind of a more vibrant community life. I just wonder if it's not possible to look at inviting someone else. I love the dog too, but I understand I understand the importance of the dog to you, and anyone else who would come to live here would need to be comfortable with the dog.
I agree that, we do need to kind of explain to others what our routine has been. We need to talk about this further to kind of flush out what's important to both of us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm settled in my ways, but it doesn't mean I can't change. I can be flexible to a point, but I don't want any sudden changes.
Okay, Rosemary, but that could limit who would be acceptable on those terms. I guess I'm a little uncomfortable with that. Could you talk more about what's really important to you?
I think I need to spend some more time to really think that through. But the dog is non-negotiable. Anyone who would live here would have to accept the dog as part of our life together.
Sounds like you might be willing to be open to this. I wasn't sure you would be. It makes me feel good that you are open to this discussion.
It can be possible as long as we flush out what's important to both of us. Annie, I appreciate what you're saying about the energy, expenses, and that you want to be a good steward of the environment. But I feel we're not extravagant. We've already turned off the heat upstairs. I don't look forward to any changes in my routine at this point, but I also appreciate that if one or more incomes could help our lives be more comfortable.
Right, and I hear that the dog is a non-negotiable. And I also hear what you're saying about your routine and limitations. Could you say more about your routine, the things that you really have to keep in place?
Yeah, well, I think one thing is definitely, I'd like to keep the prayer in the morning for myself personally, basically because I don't have energy at night. But I don't have any difficulty, I would lead prayer, you know, in the evening, before dinner once a week. I have no problem cooking a meal during the week. But sometimes the demands of my work are very stressful. And, you know, shopping is not a problem either.
And I know you and I both have problems with our knees, so that would be an issue. But, you know, having some new people might allow for them to share some of those tasks and duties.
That's true.
Well, we're getting closer to what I think we are finding as agreements. I think we should continue to pray about it, but to be honest, I do have to say that if the dog is a complete non-negotiable and no one is willing to move in because of the dog, I might have to think about moving into a different community, because I just really feel the need and the call to be part of a bigger community right now.
That concerns me a bit, but I do trust you, Annie, because we've lived together, and I know that we do have a level of trust within each other, and I need to hear that you won't leave me high and dry, because that is what concerns me.
Well, thanks. I think we've decided to actively consider inviting someone to live with us. There are some concerns, and that I'm understanding that it might be more difficult for you than I had anticipated. But I do promise not to do anything quickly or disrespectfully. And I promise that we'll be in discussion and prayer throughout the whole process.
Thanks for bringing up the topic up. I need some time to reflect and pray more. And we can talk about this sometime again next week.
Yeah, maybe we can go out to dinner and have a talk.
That'd be good.